Hello students, in the last lecture we studied with the entries of issue of shares. Now today we will be taking up with its practical questions. So one question I'll be doing in this lecture and then two questions you'll be trying on your own. Okay, all of you take out the study material. Wherever required in between the lecture, you can pause the video, make the workings, formats, and once it is done, you can play the video again. Okay. So take out page 14. We'll be directly taking up with question number 4. A bit comprehensive question I'm doing on the screen, and then easier ones you'll be trying on your own. So question 4. A company invited application for 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each payable as follows. Now invited application for 1 lakh shares, so all of you mark it as issued. Okay, 1 lakh shares are issued by the company. Now how this 10 rupees is collected, we studied in the earlier lecture that it can be collected in installments. So on application 3 rupees is collected, on allotment 2 rupees is collected, first call 3 rupees and second and final call again 2. You can cross check, it makes a total of 10. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10. Now applications were received for 1,20,000 shares. Now see here, issued are 1 lakh, but we have received 1,20,000 shares, so mark it as subscribed. Now we discussed that there are 3 situations possible: over subscription, full subscription and under subscription. This is a situation of over subscription. Against 1 lakh shares issued, we received 1,20,000 shares. So on 20,000 shares, we will have to refund the money. Now here all of you will remember one trick, and in all the questions you can follow that shortcut method. First entry you pass with 1,20,000 shares. In second entry you do refund with 20,000 shares, and remaining all entries you pass with 1 lakh shares. This you can follow in all the questions. Okay, whenever there is oversubscription, first entry, which is receipt of application money, you pass with 1,20,000 shares because 1,20,000 applications were received. In second entry, because it's oversubscription, we have to refund. Against 1 lakh shares issued, we received 1,20,000 shares. So in the second entry, we will refund the money on 20,000 shares. And after that second entry refund of 20,000, immediately next point onwards, all remaining entries will pass with 1 lakh shares. A company has rejected the excess applications and allotted 1 lakh shares. Company has received all the installments in due time except from one shareholder holding 1,000 shares who failed to pay first and second call. Now 1,000 shares failed to pay first and second call. So these are basically calls in arrears. Okay, failed to pay means they did not pay first and second call, so these are calls in arrears. Company transferred unpaid money to calls in arrears account. Now pass necessary journal entries in the books of the company. Now listen everyone, we will be making one standard workings in all the questions. Later on, right now we make only one working. Later on there will be 3 workings which will help us in solving the questions. Initially you may find these workings less useful, but they will be, mind you, very useful once we come to the complicated questions including forfeiture of shares and pro rata allotment. So from the very beginning you make a habit of these workings. Working note 1. Make 3 columns: installment, face value and calls in arrears. As I said, wherever required you can pause and do the things. So you can pause the video and make the columns: installment, face value and calls in arrears. Now company has collected the money in 3 installments. So in installments all of you write down application, 4 installments. So in installment all of you write down application, allotment, first call and second call. Okay, 4 installments company has asked: application, allotment, first call and second call. Now here you all can see application is 3 rupees, first call is 2 rupees, sorry, allotment is 2 rupees, first call is 3 rupees and second call is again 2 rupees. So 3, 2, 3, 2, total is 10. Now regarding call scenarios, all of you can see in this paragraph that one shareholder holding 1000 shares failed to pay first call and second call, means first call is not received on 1000 shares, there are call scenarios, as well as in second call there are call scenarios of 1000 shares. 1000 call scenarios will mention in first call as well as in second call. Okay, 1000 are call scenarios in first call as well as in second call. Now all of you make the formats, journal entries in the books of ... company. You can pause the video and make the format. So all of you should have done with the formats. Let's take up with the entries now. Now as we discussed in the entries in the earlier lectures, first entry is receipt of application money. So as I said to you, first entry we will pass with 1,20,000 shares. 3 rupees is application money. So we have received 1,20,000 into 3, 3,60,000. Bank account debit. Okay, all of you write down bank account debit to equity share application account with, as I said, first entry we will pass with 1,20,000 shares. So 1,20,000 applications received multiplied by 3 rupees of application money, 3,60,000. Now I will be only dictating the narrations. Narrations should be short and simple. They don't carry any extra weightage of marks, but of course if you don't write them, your marks would be deducted. So try to keep them as short and sweet as possible. Simply write down being application money received. That's it. Okay. Now second entry, equity share application account we will debit and close with full amount 3,60,000. So equity share application account debit with full amount 3,60,000. Okay, we will debit and close it with full amount 3,60,000. Now since there is over subscription, we have to refund the money. So to bank account, okay, over subscription was with 20,000 shares. So on 20,000 shares we will refund 3 rupees of application money what is received. That is, we will refund 60,000. So to bank account 20,000 into 3, 60,000, and remaining amount we will transfer to equity share capital account. So to equity share capital account, you can straight away do 3,60,000 minus 60,000, 3 lakhs, or as I said to you, first entry we will pass with 1,20,000 shares. Second refund we will do with 20,000 shares, and after that all with 1 lakh. So even this amount with 1 lakh. Now henceforth every amount you do record with 1 lakh. So remaining 1 lakh shares after refunding 20,000 into 3 rupees 3 lakhs we transfer to share capital. Okay. So I repeat, equity share application account we debit and close with full amount 3,60,000. To bank account we refund the surplus money 20,000 into 360,000. Okay, and then to equity share capital, on remaining 1 lakh shares into 3 lakhs we transfer to share capital. So keep it in mind, first entry with 1,20,000 shares as we discussed, refund 20,000, and now after that all amounts with 1 lakh shares. Now third entry, 2 entries of application are done, now 2 entries of allotment to be passed, and I said to you in allotment this second entry of transferring to share capital will be passed first, reverse, and they will receive the money. So first, equity share allotment account debit. Okay, allotment money is receivable. debit the receivables. So equity share allotment account debit, and we transfer it to equity share capital account. Okay, to equity share capital account. Said after this will be passed of 1 lakh rupees, sorry 1 lakh shares. So 1 lakh shares into, now how much is allotment money? Allotment money is 2 rupees. So 1 lakh into 2, 2 lakhs will be transferred to share capital. Allotment. For second entry, the narration will be being application money refunded and transferred to share capital. I repeat, being application money refunded and transferred to share capital. And for third entry, the narration will be simply being allotment money due. I repeat, simply being allotment money due. Okay. So now fourth entry we will pass is receipt of allotment money. Okay, we'll be going reverse with application as we discussed. Here first we transfer to share capital, then we receive the money. Now whenever you pass the entry of receipt of allotment or calls, all of you always look at the working note what we have done first. Okay, that means all of you first always look at the workings. Do we have any calls in areas in allotment? No. So will we pass single entry or combined entry? Single entry. Single entry because there are no calls in areas. So simply bank is the receiver, debit the receiver, bank account debit. Okay, bank is the receiver, debit the receiver, bank account debit, and you'll close and credit equity share allotment account. Earlier entry what we debited, equity share allotment account, now you'll close and credit to equity share allotment account. Since there are no calls in arrears, entire amount 2 lakhs is what we have received. Okay, entire amount 2 lakhs is received. So bank account debit to equity share allotment account with full amount of 2 lakhs being allotment money received. Now exactly same way as we did in this third and fourth entry with allotment, same way we will do with first and second call. So in case of first call, first we will pass the entry equity share first call account debit, equity share first call account debit. Okay, call money is receivable, debit the receivable to equity share capital account. Now as I discussed with you that all remaining entries we have to pass with 1 lakh shares now. So 1 lakh shares, okay, first entry 1,20,000, refund 20,000, all other entries with 1 lakh. So 1 lakh shares into, all of you can see allotment, sorry, first call money is 3 rupees. Okay, first call money is 3 rupees. So 1 lakh into 3, 3 lakhs. Narration, simple short narration, being call money due, being first call money due. Now we'll pass the entry of receipt of call money. All of you look at the workings. In first call, do we have calls in arrears? Yes. In first call, we do have calls in arrears. So will we pass single entry or combined entry? Calls in arrears are there. So combined entry. Okay. What combined entry? Bank is the receiver, debit the receiver. So bank account debit with the money received. And with the money not received, calls in arrears are receivables, debit the receivable, calls in arrears account debit, and to close equity share first call account we will reverse and credit that. So to equity share first call account. Okay, to equity share first call account. Now here all of you understand one trick of passing the amounts of the entries. You remember that in this entry of receiving first call allotment and other monies, go reverse. Go reverse means first you credit this first call account with full amount of 3 lakhs. Okay, first call account you credit with full amount of 3 lakhs. Now call scenarios, straight away look at your workings. What are the call scenarios here? 1000 into 3, 3000. Directly from the workings you get it. That's why I said to you, the workings will always help you. So directly 1000 into 3 call scenarios are 3000. And now go reverse. 3 lakhs minus 3000 we did not receive. What have we received? 2,97,000. Okay. So whenever you record the amount of this receipt of allotment or call money entry, go reverse. First call account you credit with full amount of 3 lakhs. Call scenarios 1000 into 3 directly from the workings 3000, and then go reverse. 3 lakhs minus 3000, what have we received? 2,97,000. Now exactly same way, two entries of second or final call. Equity share second or final call account debit. Okay, final call money is receivable. Debit the receivable. So equity share second or final call account debit, and you straight away transfer it to equity share capital account. Now what did I tell you? All entries we have to pass with what number of shares? 1 lakh. So 1 lakh into final call money is 2 rupees. So 1 lakh into 2, 2 lakhs. Okay, 1 lakh into 2, 2 lakhs. Or if you can see here, final call money is how much? Final call money is 2 rupees. Okay, being final call money due. Okay, being final call money due. And then you'll pass the entry of receiving the final call money again. Do we have call scenarios in final call or not? Yes. Again, 1000 are call scenarios in final call. So single entry or combined entry, call scenarios are there. So combined entry. Okay. What combined entry? Bank account debit with the money received. Okay. Bank account debit with the money received. Calls in arrears account debit with the money not received. Bank is the receiver, debit the receiver, bank account debit with the money received. Calls in arrears are receivable, debit the receivable, calls in arrears account debit with the money not received. And equity share second call, which we debited in this entry, to close it, we reverse and credit to equity share second call account. Now what did I tell you the trick of recording the amounts? Go reverse. Means first you will credit this second call with full amount of 2 lakh rupees. Then call scenarios, straight away take the workings. 1000 into 2. What are the calls in arrears in second call? 2000 rupees. Okay. 1000 into 2, 2000 are calls in arrears. And now if you go reverse, then 2 lakhs minus 2000. What have we received? 1,98,000. Okay. So this is how you'll pass the entries. Basic entries questions we have done right now. And simply the total is required. So 360 plus 360, 720 plus 4, 1120 plus 6, 1720 plus 4, 21,20,000. Total is 21,20,000. All of you can do that on your own also in calculators. Okay, so this question is done. Now, as I said, I'll be discussing question number 2 and 3, and then you all will be doing those questions on your own. Complicated question, that is question 4, where there is a refund I have done. Now, second and third are simple questions which you can easily try on your own. So look at it, I'll be discussing it. A company invited applications for 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each payable as follows. So all of you mark 1 lakh as issued. Now, how is it to be paid? On application 4, allotment 3, first call 2, second and final call 1. You can cross check. 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1 makes it 10 rupees. Now applications were received for 1 lakh shares. Market has subscribed. Now see here, issued 1 lakh, applications 1 lakh. So it's a case of full subscription. Now full subscription means easier question. From first to last, all entries 1 lakh shares. No refund. Okay, that means this refund of bank account will not come here. You can see I've crossed it here. Refund of bank account in this next question will not come, and from the beginning first entry to the last, all entries will pass simply with 1 lakh shares. So your second entry without 2 bank account will simply become equity share application to equity share capital. 2 bank will not come. Okay, and all entries with 1 lakh shares. And full allotment was made, obviously. It's full subscription, so you have to make full allotment. Company has received all installments in due time except one shareholder holding 1000 shares who failed to pay first and second call. So these 1000 are calls in arrears, as we did in the previous question. Exactly same way, in first call and second call we have calls in arrears of 1000. So when you pass second and third, first and second calls receipt money entry. Okay, in that situation you'll pass combined entry. Calls in arrears. Okay, there you're putting call. Pastness. Okay, company transferred unpaid money to the calls in arrears account. Every question will mention this. In all questions, whatever money is not received, we have to transfer it to calls in arrears. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of the company. Now question 3. A company invited application for 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each payable as follows. Again, market has issued capital. On application 4, allotment 3, first call 2, second and final call 1. Here also you can cross check 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10. Now here we have all applications were received for 90,000 shares. See, 1 lakh is issued, but 90,000 applications are only received. So we can say it's a case of under subscription. However, in under subscription, also that minimum subscription of 90% is ensured here. 1 lakh's 90% is 90,000. So you deserve to start the business because minimum subscription is received. However, from accounting point of view, all entries now you'll pass with only 90,000 shares because you received only 90,000 applications. You're going to allot also 90,000 applications. So first to last, all entries with now 90,000 shares. And obviously no refund. Okay, first to last, all entries with 90,000 shares and no refund. Second entry, again 2 bank will not come. Company has received all installments in due time except from one shareholder holding 1000 shares who failed to pay first and second calls in arrears. Now you must be able to do on your own as previous question. Company transferred unpaid money to calls in arrears account, same like previous questions. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of the company. So the second and third question now all of you try on your own. Okay, so they'll be all in this lecture. Bye everyone, take care.